Fundamentally, it's learned behavior. People learn it, they see it, whether they learn it in their home mostly or they learn it in their neighborhood. And we have to make sure that people can unlearn it. And they unlearn it by saying that it's not acceptable behavior. This is something that, for most of this problem, 80 to 90% of it, because it's learned behavior, the good news about that is if you learn something, you can unlearn it, and that's what our job is. That's what Start Strong's all about. We want you to learn good behaviors. We want to reinforce good behaviors, and we want to challenge the social norms that allow bad behaviors to continue unchecked.
One of the ways to use music is to engage young people in listening to more than just the beats, and really looking at what their favorite artists are actually saying about relationships, and then beginning to ask some critical questions about a lot of that messaging, whether that messaging is positive, whether that messaging is negative. It's not so much getting into the judgment of it, but using it as a platform for having more critical discussions. Because if they can critically think about what we're talking about when it comes to building healthy relationships, then they can begin to create their own ideas when they're put in the forefront. And then when they're listening to certain things, when they're watching television, they're able to say, that's healthy, that's unhealthy. When one of their friends might do something, they can look over and say, dude, that's really unhealthy. So music plays a very, it's a creative way of getting young people to critically think about the messages that they're engaged in and that they're sort of marinating on.
The question is, if youth talk to other youth and say, what would be in place at school that would make violence be less or keep violence lower or make you feel safer, they may get answers that we haven't thought of, because besides of that we're not going to school and we're not with them on a daily basis, we don't live their lives, this generation is very different. This is a millennial generation. They don't relate to issues, to information, and they don't even communicate in similar ways.